Imagine you're staring at your business bank account, and it's a disaster. Expenses are sky high, profits nowhere in sight. Mike Michalowicz drops a truth bomb. Your business isn't a money machine. It's an out-of-control cash-eating monster. But what if you flip the script? What if profits came first instead of leftovers? This book, Profit First, promises a counterintuitive, almost rebellious way to rescue your cash flow and finally build a business that makes real money. Let's dive into why everything you know about accounting is backwards, and how flipping it could change your entire business game. Most businesses fall into a cash-eating trap without even realizing it. Mike shares a story where this trap almost sank a company, setting up a gripping warning you can avoid. Take the story of Melinda's Bakery in Ohio. She was thrilled seeing hundreds of orders, sales rolling in, but her bank balance told a different story. Bills piled up, she couldn't pay suppliers on time, and employees got late paychecks. Sales minus expenses, she thought, equals something. But the something wasn't profit, it was panic. This bakery was bleeding cash fast, almost doomed despite booming sales. Here's the killer. Traditional accounting says sales minus expenses equals profit. Sounds logical, right? But Mike flips it. Profit is not what's left at the end, it's what you take out first. Like dieting with a smaller plate, you limit what goes to expenses, forcing the business to live within its means. Sales minus profit equals expenses. By flipping the formula, you don't spend until you've carved out your cash reward. Humans aren't logical calculators. They're emotional creatures who want to spend first, save later. That's why businesses often explode their expenses early. New equipment, flashy offices, hiring without profits to back it. Mike calls it the profit poison trap. It's a behavioral flaw baked into how we run businesses, and breaking free means rewiring your money habits to put profit first, not last. Mike introduces a behavior-shaking tactic that seems too simple: multiple bank accounts. But these aren't just accounts, they're control centers to fight back against your money monster. Mike tells the story of Jay, a landscaper in Texas, drowning in a single-account nightmare where all money mixed and vanished into black holes of expenses. He switched to multiple accounts: income, profit, taxes, operating expenses, and suddenly his spending changed. Jay felt like a magician controlling his money rather than it controlling him, with every dollar having a clear mission. The moment he set up his profit-first accounts, his business breathing room expanded. Here's the magic. Mike insists on 4 main accounts. One for income, where every sale lands; one for profit, where you stash your payday; a tax account to keep Uncle Sam happy; and an operating expenses account where only what remains gets spent. These aren't just bank accounts. They're psychological barriers that protect your profit and prevent spending free-for-alls. Think of them as invisible fences keeping cash on track. Visualizing your money as jars breaks down complex finances into an everyday game. When you see your profit account growing quietly, untouched, you feel real ownership. It's like seeing a savings jar filling up while ignoring an empty snack jar. This clarity changes everything. Your brain stops sneaking expenses, and your business stops bleeding cash. Profit grows quietly but powerfully, fueling future growth instead of past overspending. Once your accounts are ready, the next secret weapon is the magic math: allocation percentages. A simple formula that forces you to be ruthless and smart. Mike tells us about a design firm in Chicago hovering on bankruptcy. When they applied the profit-first percentages, say 5% profit, 15% tax, rest for expenses, they saw a horrifying reality. Their operating expenses account was bloated and starving profit. Numbers didn't lie. The firm was living beyond its means. The percentages revealed the truth and set limits that forced hard cutbacks but saved the business from disaster. Think of the allocation rhythm like tuning a guitar. Regularly, Usually twice a month, you allocate money according to preset percentages into each account. This creates discipline and rhythm, much like a heartbeat for your finances. It forces you to adjust spending before you get in trouble. Over time, as profits rise, you gently raise the profit percentage, training your business to become more efficient and leaner. After just a few months, that Chicago firm tripled its profit by trimming unnecessary expenses forced by the percentages. Suddenly, the business wasn't just surviving, it was thriving with cash flow they never thought possible. Mike teaches that by making profit a habit, not an afterthought, you transform financial chaos into calm control. Allocation percentages are your business's financial pulse check. Profit first isn't just theory. Mike dives into battle-tested tactics to kill debt and uncover money hiding in plain sight inside your business. One unforgettable tale is from Darren, a small graphic shop owner. Buried in credit card debt, Darren was ready to throw in the towel. Using Profit First, he identified unnecessary subscriptions, renegotiated vendor contracts, and stopped working with clients who never paid on time. Within 18 months, Darren paid off $40,000 in debt, simply by rerouting his money and taking profit first. His business morphed from desperate to debt-free powerhouse. Mike teaches that businesses leak money like a bucket with holes, overbuying supplies, bloated payrolls, and hidden fees. His approach: systematic audits like spring cleaning, but for your finances. Envision finding 50 stuffed in sofa cushions, except these are recurring costs you didn't need. By spotting these cash leaks, you keep more profit in your pockets where it belongs. These shifts aren't about cutting corners but intelligently pruning fat. With more money saved and debt destroyed, your profit account fills faster. The business becomes self-funding, no longer hostage to loans or credit cards. That's where growth becomes genuine, not borrowed but fueled by your own smarter system. The payoff: freedom from financial stress and a business finally making money the way you dreamed. Applying Profit First isn't just changing your business. Mike reveals the deeper transformation, what a profit-first mindset does to your life and leadership. Take Lisa, a yoga studio owner. Before Profit First, she stressed about payroll and rent every month. After implementing Mike's method, Lisa slept better knowing her profit was secure in its own account. Confidence transformed her leadership style. She became proactive, making decisions from abundance, not scarcity. That calm ripple effect boosted employee morale and client loyalty, freeing her to dream bigger. Mike highlights how even small profits, just 5% of income, can change your business trajectory. Those first profit deposits aren't just numbers, they're psychological victories. They signal that your business can reward you, helping you reinvest, hire better, and innovate. Profit compounds like interest on confidence, every dollar building momentum for unstoppable growth. The trick is to keep the system alive, no matter how tempting it is to break the rules. Mike suggests rituals like monthly reviews and adjusting percentages regularly as your business evolves. The profit-first mindset is a muscle. The more you flex it, the stronger your cash control and business resilience become. This isn't a one-time fix. This is a lifelong game-changing habit. Remember Melinda's bakery staring down bankruptcy. What saved her was flipping the script, putting profit first and managing money like a mindful game. Mike's Profit First method rewires your brain to see profit as non-negotiable, not a wishful afterthought. So here's your action step. Open a dedicated profit account, pull out your next paycheck first, then spend what's left. Watch what happens when you stop chasing sales and start owning your profit. Your business isn't a cash monster. It's ready to become a cash cow. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.